So now we're getting into the debate portion
This
of
is the conversational part.
Yeah. So I wanna put this down. This is where we
Look,
this is where we battle it out.
okay, let's talk.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So so there's been several people that I've told that I'm going to Morocco for Christmas, and excuse me, thank you. And because their frame of mind, they think that because there is a lot of hostility and there's a lot of like high tension, all over the world right now, and especially between certain religions, that that it's probably not the safest trip to do with your kids. I disagree with them. But that did bring up a good topic, like where and when, especially when there's a lot of political unrest in the world. Do you feel like if maybe that's not a hot spot, but maybe even getting close to a hot spot is a wise thing to do when you do family travel?
So Morocco is part of Africa. There is no hot, like it's not a hot zone or anything like that. I think the misconception, if we're going to be talking about Morocco, I think because it is a Muslim country, that people have this thing in their mind that we're at war or what have you, but it's not like that. Now, if I was to take my kids, let's say, and this is a place I really want, to Israel, right? I'm dying to go to Israel, dying to go. Like that's just, I have to get there. I don't think I would feel comfortable right now taking my children over there. I don't feel comfortable just because of everything that's going on. And now we're talking to like where it's like Syria now, and now we're moving into like more of the Asian countries where we're, now we're talking Ukraine and to Russia, and now we're getting into all of that, right? So I think there is a misconception. I think education is the best thing. Do your research. You have to feel what you're comfortable about and what you want to do with your family. I wouldn't take my kids somewhere that I felt was not safe. And if there were certain issues there that had happened recently, then I would. But I don't feel that way.
It's a lot, especially what's going on with the world today, because we have so much information. I just feel like
maybe it's too much information.
I think it is. I think you have to find a nice balance of getting the information of where you're going, understanding what's happening. But if you absorb too much, I think you go insane. Like another example, I have a friend that she wants to go to Puerto Rico, but now she's a little scared because there's like supposedly Navy ships going there because of the whole Venezuela thing that's happening between U.S. and Venezuela. So again, and that's Puerto Rico, which is relatively safe and it's a great family destination. So again, that there's always these little things that happen in the world that you just got to be a little bit alert to. I just feel but it again, and I don't want to stereotype or what have you, but the Middle East does have a lot of conflict sometimes, and then I just feel that you just do have to be a little bit more attentive when you get closer to that area, because that area is a hot.
So we were going to the other side of Africa, right? So now we're talking about
like Egypt,
right? So we're going to be in Morocco. It's on the east coast of Africa, and we're talking about maybe Egypt, which is on the east coast. And even Egypt is like their tourism has risen. I will tell you, we had talked about maybe 10 years about going, and then all of a sudden war kind of broke out there. It's settled down. Things have shifted. But we're also right there where, Israel is and where there is conflict, I don't know. If it's me, I probably would go if I was a little bit older and my kids were older. Yes, but no, I wouldn't take my kids there just yet. I mean, we're talking about two different countries, and Morocco, has a very European vibe to it. There's not that unrest that's happening there. There's no protests or anything like that. Yeah. So I could understand that. I had a young mother, she asked me, hey, I want to go with my girlfriends to Mexico. This was about 2 months ago. And this is when we were having not even issues, but there was all these things that were protests that were happening in Canada. And they were, in Mexico, they were raiding the hotels. And they weren't making a huge advisory. I had gotten an alert just like as an email. And she asked me, what do you think? And I said, you know what? If you can go somewhere else right now, just go somewhere else. And then that kind of settled down a little bit. I mean, I think there's issues here. You come here. I don't.
No, yeah. I
I'm
mean,
going to take them to a war zone. Like, I think that's completely.
yeah, it's just, again, and I get it, right? Because if you look at the United States and if you're a foreigner, you'll be like, okay, look, these people are nuts. There's mass shootings everywhere, and especially in the big cities, and so yeah, it also depends on perspective.
Look at Las Vegas right now is a ghost town. And I was speaking to my friend who lives in Vegas. He was here a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh my God, I heard it's like a ghost town. I'm hearing it's completely empty." And he's like, "Yeah, 80% of our tourism is Canadians and Europeans, and they're not coming here right now." He's so busy. There's Americans going there, but where the bulk of those outsiders and foreigners, they're not coming here. Why aren't they coming here? Are we a hot zone?
A little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting topic. Yeah, it's just and it just depends, like, I mean, that was a good example that you said about Mexico, right? Because I mean, if you think about it, Mexico is currently right now dealing with, a huge political cartel, even in politics. There's certain areas that are high cartel, but yet, it's still a destination for people and families to go to, like Cozumel and all the typical tourist locations. But it is a country technically, kind of governed or kind of manhandled by the cartel. So it is a very unsafe place, if you will, but yet it's still kind of there still has a tourist vibe to it,
And I did hear, but all the great resorts have armed men outside. But I mean, I don't know if I still feel safe going there right now.
Yeah, I'm not, that's not my,
so I mean,
I'd rather go to Oregon.
Right, but Mexico's so easy, especially for us Miamians. That's a quick weekend trip. We're very blessed to live close to the Caribbean and stuff like that, and we're able to do all of those trips. So I get those questions a lot, but if you can avoid it, rather be safe than sorry. But I don't feel like I'm taking my family to a hot zone, and I'm very excited about this trip.
So am I.
Do you feel like we're taking her?
No, I don't. We wouldn't go.
No,
Like I wouldn't even consider it. Like I know the political environment there, or at least I've read about it. I haven't seen it firsthand, but I'm always up to date in the political unrest in certain parts of the country. I mean, the world. So I kind of know where to go and things like that, and yeah, so I wouldn't, I know that was your bucket list, but if it was unsafe, we wouldn't go.
No, I mean, God forbid something were to happen. We're leaving in 3 months. But God forbid if something were to happen, I mean, we could get to Tangier and hop over they have ferries that take you to Spain.
Yeah. There's ways to.
I'm not really worried.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's our segment 4, our hot topic, travel topic of the week.
I feel like saying hot pocket.
Hot pockets. So did you enjoy this episode?
I did.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I would like some more wine.
Oh, well, on that note, say bye to our lovely fans. Hope you join us next week. And soon our first season is going to come to an end.
Yeah, so we're going to take the holidays off, and then we're going to have some great stuff to talk about after the holidays.
Yeah, so...
Or a Rico trip.
Yeah, that will probably be the first episode when we get back. So thank you, everyone. Please like, share, comment. Let us know what you think. Any travel suggestions you may have. And remember, we're travel advisors, which means that we could guide your travel bucket lists and give you the best of the best. We just don't book things. We make it
We do book things, but we make it
better.
The best curated booking.
We make it better.
There we go. Bye, guys.
Bye. Ciao, bacalao.